Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse have said this before, and it looks like it's about to happen since they won this lawsuit against the SEC. They possibly will be doing an IPO. Now, if they do an IPO in 2024, when Bitcoin entire market is roaring upwards, man, that is going to be probably one of the most successful IPOs in history. They will be raising a ton of money. Okay, so they have a job opening right now. Basically, they want to hire someone that can help them do that very successfully. So they're timing it pretty well. Okay, so good for XRP. And also, I saw this today. Roblox, the very popular kids game, integrates XRP as a payment method. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So XRP could be one of those alts that do very, very well in 2024, especially if the company goes IPO. And then, of course, XRP Ledger, and everything else that's going on within the ledger. Probably see some good days coming up. But of course, it's not just them. There's many others. I don't talk a lot about Immutable X, but Immutable X is one of those big projects right now, purely NFTs, but really they're trying to change and go all gaming, right? They have some spectacular games already, but there will be more. WAGMI, for example, from the next crypto gem is on Immutable X too. There's a lot of games on top of Immutable X, right? And they have just partnered up with Amazon, AWS, to get some expertise on spinning up a node in AWS. So Immutable X is also, and they have a big partnership with Polygon. Rumors are Polygon will just basically push all their games into Immutable X. So there's a big push in the future. And also, I guess this is good, 67 million tokens that were supposed to be released as developer rewards now being pushed back by another year, which is really good. Okay, because right now would be a horrible time to be dumping, but next year be a whole lot better. So Immutable X also in a pretty good shape. Now, speaking of AWS also has nodes for other chains like Avalanche. I'm also a big fan of Avalanche, and I know that you could do it for Ethereum too, and there's many others, right? AWS is just trying to be neutral. Basically allow all these crypto chains to, or allow people that are trying to run a node for these chains, I should say, to do so easily, right? And basically spin it up for testing, for development, to power the network. There's a lot of things that you can do. So Avalanche also has that, and Avalanche, still one of my favorites, right? Network activity slowly, steadily going back up. So that is pretty awesome as well. What else is there? Let's talk a little bit about SBF. Another member of SBF's inner circle says crimes were committed. Okay, no surprise. Okay, so this guy, Nishad Singh, former director of engineer, he admitted he defrauded customers and investors. And he also said that, SBF also did too. I remember he's one of the top guys. He's one of the top guys, including Caroline and Gary, and of course SBF. And they all pleaded already guilty, but now they're testifying against SBF, and they all say he is guilty as well. See, this is how many years he's facing. Wire fraud is 20 years. Conspiracy for wire fraud, 20 years. It's kind of weird that conspiracy to commit, it has the same sentence as committing it. Wire fraud on lenders, 20 years. Conspiracy to commit wire fraud on lenders, 20 years. Conspiracy to commit securities fraud, 5 years. Conspiracy to commit commodities fraud, 5 years. And conspiracy to commit money laundering, 20 years. See, here's the thing. How come banks can launder money and no one ever goes to jail for 20 years? JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, they all pay fines for money laundering. It's not even a conspiracy to commit laundering. They already did it. And all they get is a slap on the wrist fine. But SBF may face 20 years just to conspire to commit money laundering. Doesn't mean that he did. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? And why is conspiring to do so as bad as actually doing so? Again, that doesn't make a lot of sense either. Anyways, if you add all those years up, it's more than his lifetime. So you may be getting like 100 years, even if the judge is trying to be nice. And let's say he gets half of that, 50 years, right? By the time he gets out, he's going to be an old man, 80 plus years. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. The only other thing is this. I launched IFC, the new Twitter page. Look at this fancy graphics created by Karate Combat. IFC by Karate Combat, powered by CryptosRus Plus. Okay, so brand new. I told you guys, working on this. This is going to be awesome. So make sure you check out the brand new Twitter page. There will be more information and more content for you guys. But everything will be on CryptosRus Plus. So make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. Some of you guys love Reddit. I can't stand Reddit. And they just like shot themselves in the foot. So they're winding down their blockchain-based reward service. I guess it's called Moon. I didn't know what it was called. But they're just voluntarily closing it down because they say it's I don't know, there's scalability issues. I don't get that, but obviously that's what happened afterwards. It fell 90%, and people are furious about this. Not that it was doing good, but this, it's gonna get worse. Anyways, I don't know why people were. I don't know how it worked. I don't know, like, you get rewarded for it, for making comments or something, I'm assuming. But it looks bad. It looks really, really bad. And people are really, really pissed off. Hopefully none of you guys are holding that because you just lost like 90% overnight.